to be spread our wings at SNBP. And today, our collaboration with Ms. Shanti Prise from ISER Pune did we have the honor of welcoming our guest today. We had Dr. Gabriela Rodolico, a lecturer as well as a teacher-educator from the University of Glasgow. Along with her, we had Ms. Deborah Simpson, an educator from the United Kingdom. Our students had a multitude of questions to ask them. And so, let us watch a snippet and a candid conversation, actually, of our students with such eminent personalities.
Future is science and science is future. Today, SNDP is honored to have with us Dr. Gabriela Rodolico, Ms. Deborah Simpson and Ms. Shanti Prise. So we would really like to know about your journey so far.
So we come from Scotland and we are here to visit the ISER Pune Institute and to establish collaboration between the University of Glasgow, the School of Education there, and the ISER Pune Institute. We worked already quite a lot with Shanti and with the teachers from India, and we are looking into collaboration for internationalization. Here we have also Debbie, which is a primary school teacher in Scotland.
And my part in this is to help teachers who are in India to be able to do the work that I do here with the kids in regards to active learning and be able to bring science much more to life in a much more engaging way for kids, because it's such a worthwhile way of learning for the children.
And we also learned a lot from the teachers here, and we can't wait to take it back to our institute.
Thank you, and I'm Shanti, as she has already introduced, and I am representing here ISER Pune, and we are here with collaborating with SNBP School also, and thank you so much for coming here, Gabriela as well as Debbie. Over to you. Do you have some questions?
Yeah. So under the Sustainable Development Goals, what goals do virtual reality learnings fulfill?
So we would say that using virtual reality can support education, but there are loads of studies still going on the field of the pedagogical approach to virtual reality. So what is really, really important to think about how virtual reality can support is looking into the aspect of learning, looking into the pedagogical approaches and how this can make much more clear concepts that then will support our young minds to become the adults of the future, and so to make this world more sustainable. So I would not really identify one specific goal, but I would say that has a potential that can help and support education.
And I can give a very good example of that. So with a primary 5-6 class, so in Scotland that's children who are about 9-10 years old, I have actually used VR in the classroom in regards to the sustainability of marine life in the oceans. So it allows my children who have never been towards the sea to be able to see such big animals and bring it to life for them. So in having that engagement and seeing how engaged they are with their learning was such a huge reward for me as a teacher, because I knew that was when they were really starting to learn, and the benefits of VR in regards to that in the classroom has been absolutely massive.
I also want to add here, as a teacher exchange program, I was part of a workshop in University of Glasgow, and for the first time I was experiencing virtual reality. For me it was a distant thing because I always believe in hands-on learning by doing, and doing with some low-cost things, how we can teach. But when I experienced myself, it was truly a life-changing moment for me, because I'm scared of heights. And you know, going to a mountain top and standing and looking it down, it was really scary for me. However, that I could do with the help of virtual reality. So maybe it is a very new initiative, more research we have to do in this area. However, there are really lot of opportunities and lot of things that we could learn through this.
You have many publications to your credit, Dr. Gabriela. Which is the one journal paper that you would strongly like to recommend us?
Okay, so thank you for mentioning the publications. I would not recommend one paper. What I always say to pupils when I teach pupils or my teacher students is that when you have an idea and you want to develop it, you really have to look at what has been already done, what is the literature saying, and make sure to build up a very strong rationale. And this is really very important also in VR. As I said before, loads of potential there, but there must be within a pedagogical approach. So we need to study more, we need more publications on what VR could really support in learning and what instead VR might not be necessary.
So how do you convince parents to virtual reality learning who are currently against the concept and they fear that their children may get hooked to it?
So I don't convince parents. It is not about the virtual reality as a cool tool, neither as a tool for gaming. Virtual reality is just one tool that we have for learning. So if we use it in classroom, it's to support the learning. That is really good enough. But we could also not use it or complement it with other tools, other apps, or very much more traditional learning, hands-on, outdoor learning. So there is no matter of convincing. It's a matter of trusting that the teachers are the real most important tool that you have in a classroom. So the teacher will plan appropriately for the learning if virtual reality is needed, or maybe not.
And with regards to that, from the teaching point of view, for us parental engagement is really key. So we don't just teach the children, we actually bring the parents in and we try and bring them into our classrooms actually, when we can, and they can actually get to see how they're learning with, whether it be VR or hands-on learning or outdoor learning, so they can actually become part of the learning community. So it's almost like a triangular process for us in Scotland. So for us, that's how we get over the parental any concerns or worries, we actually bring them in and then they get to learn what the children are doing.
Actually, the future in front of us is really we would say that we are not knowing it that thoroughly. We were not aware that, something like COVID-19 would come and, change our lives forever. So something that is, we have to prepare students for future. And right now, latest technology we are using, because the students are getting familiarized with 3D, with gaming and all this. Why not use this as an education tool? So that is what, instead of convincing parents, I think that parents would really like to explore this field also along with teachers. And it is said that teaching learning should be like a platter. It should not be like only khichdi or dal or something like that. It should be like a platter, right? So everything in some portions, appropriate portions is important.
So I think that we can put this all together by saying that school, parents, community, the child in the middle. And that is really what makes the most important part in learning.
So how are the students in UK responding to the AR and VR learning?
So obviously they like it. It's a new world. It's the possibility to see things that are not necessarily easy to see or possible to see. But I also have to say that we work very closely to organizations that look after health and well-being, health and safety. So we would recommend to use VR during the lessons for 5 to 10 minutes blocks, and then do some other activities like hands-on activities, or as I said, outdoor learning. So the children will see VR as a part of the lesson, not as the lesson. So that's how they really engage with it, but they are also quite balanced with the using it.
Okay, so what are your feelings for being awarded with teaching innovation?
Thank you for the question. The Teaching Innovation Award was awarded to my own group, the science group. And so we are really proud. We are really proud because what we are trying to bring to life is the understanding that to teach science, you need to look at the pedagogical content knowledge and the technological pedagogical content knowledge. So technology is there to support, but only if the teachers really plan appropriately. So this is what the world is celebrating, this effort to integrate technology in an innovative way, but with a clear goal towards pedagogy.
And your message, any message for us?
I'll let Debbie answer this first.
Thanks very much. Always reach for the stars, never let your dreams slip away. Anything's possible, work hard and you will gain there, no matter what.
And the same, I would just echo what Debbie's saying. Don't let anybody say you cannot learn, because you can learn anything, you can do anything. And it seems like a cliche, but it's actually the truth.
Yes, and I would also want to echo the same, both of them. Along with that, I want to say that believe in yourself. So if you believe in yourself, if you believe in things will work. So that is what is all about education. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.